Welcome to another Founder Wisdom Pod. We have Hadi Azeez with us today. Hadi is building Heffl. He helps businesses run their offices more efficiently. It's basically CRM, project management, field service, file management, all in one. In Dubai, I believe from India originally, has been coding since his early days, and it's not his first startup. Previously founded Sav and Ravio. So today's going to be a fun one, and it's brought to you by bookwritegpt.com. This episode, bookwritegpt helps you write a book with your LinkedIn post. So all you need to do is plug in your LinkedIn post, and it will write you a nice little Kindle ebook that you can publish in less than 7 days. So bookwritegpt.com. Hadi, welcome to the pod. Tell me a bit more about yourself and what you're up to nowadays.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Charles, for the opportunity. So, about Heffl, I'll start from the beginning since you introduced. Okay, so I came to Dubai last year. It's been 1.5 year to be precise. And me and my co-founder, we were building things from back in India, like from 2019 to on the COVID days. We were building products. Like we were into SaaS. We built a online website builder for Instagram entrepreneurs for building their own store, like Shopify, but very basic way. And we built another app for in Shopify marketplace. So we were into this entrepreneurial journey where we build products, but we couldn't market it. Like we will build something, but some products we will not launch. Like we will have this hypothesis that will this work, will this generate revenue, and we will not actually launch. So that was the problem we had. And my co-founder's father have a business here in Dubai. So it's a field service company, a pest control company, and they wanted a tech solution. They were having so much paperwork. For instance, they were having dealing with so many Excel sheets, and they create quotation on Word. So that's the kind of problem they were facing. So we both came to Dubai to fix this solution, to develop a tech, and we built a product for them. So we did some research, and there is a product SaaS called Jobber in the market, which provides solution for uh, field service industries. So that's where we got our first idea to build something for field service industry, a CRM, a CRM with a good user interface, and a field service module where we can give solution for full solution for field service companies. So that's how we started building Heffl. And then we tried to correct the mistakes we have done in the past. For example, when we were starting to building this product, I talked with one of the potential client and asked him, we are building this thing, are you interested to pay, and what would you pay for this product? And we kind of got our first payment in the starting days of building this product. So the idea was validated, and uh, the idea was to generate revenue, not just build something endlessly and not launch it. The idea was to sell and generate revenue. So that kind of worked out in the beginning. Yeah.
Right. And you started coding from an early age. When did you discover the art of coding?
Yeah, actually, my father was into computers. Even though he was working on in the textile industry, he was into computers in the early days. Like he would assemble the computer in back in India in 2000 itself. My father bought computer to my home country, and he was very fascinated about that. So he asked my mother to send me to some coding classes or something. He knew that coding was a thing, whether he didn't know, but he wanted me to study coding professionally. So he basically sent me to a coding class when I was in seventh. So I was tinkering with computers, with games, cracking games, so on. But studying the basics of basic and C, that kind of gave me an idea how this thing work, how basics of programming language. And that's when me and my co-founder Nazim, we try to build small games, small apps, something like that we would do. So that was the beginning, and from there on, we along with gaming and everything, we tried to build something with these coding skills also. So that's how it works.
Right. And why Heffl? Like, do we need another all-in-one solution with calendars, with files and templates and all of that? Aren't there like very powerful competitors and great options out there already?
Yeah, for I get this question often, but the thing is, even though there are so many products in the market, let's say, for example, Zoho or Odoo, or let's say for an full-fledged solution, always these businesses in the UAE go for Salesforce, Oracle. These kind of solutions fascinates even small business owners. But the thing is, they can't afford these solutions because it's very costly. One, it's very costly. Two, even if they adopt and somehow they install these system into their organization, it's not user friendly. It's very hard to use, and it's actually time consuming. So the idea is to solve for SMEs, to solve these problems in a cost effective manner, but mobile first and very user friendly. See, so even YC partner Dalton have mentioned that they are interested funding companies who are building modern user-friendly ERPs. So even though there are so many competitors and products in this age of AI, we kind of can build niche products which are more user-friendly and more niche specific and can be penetrated to the market. So we kind of validated this problem, as well as even if it's not true, there are still market left for us to capture. Even though there are giants, the market, the B2B market is huge, and we can have a small chunk. If we are not funded like VC funded, I think if we hustle enough, it will be good for three of us to live at least. So yeah, that's the
Right.
idea.
And why can't I see the pricing on the website? Why is it not self-serve? Also, it seems I need to book a meeting to be onboarded.
Yeah. So the thing is, we actually are not professional marketers. Like I told you, the problem with us is we are very bad at selling. We actually develop the products and we don't launch. This time what I did was, I want to sell the product, but not in a professional manner. But what I tried is actually, for the previous sites we don't have a better landing page itself. Now I updated and created a landing page, added a option to book meetings. And what the main sales channel as of now is, I go call someone, call, or I ask for my existing clients for referrals, and I go in person and close the deal. So
Right.
the pipeline in the website is not efficient yet. I
Got
am
it.
actually working on that right now, for the self survey, making it general available, as you
Got
rightly
it.
pointed out. Yeah.
And what's the pricing and who are you targeting precisely? Because you mentioned small business owners, right? But you have a niche in specific.
Yeah, so we target small business. Like the uh, company size is defined, it's small to medium businesses. It will, we won't cater like large enterprise or anyone. And what was the second question, sorry?
The pricing. Yeah.
Pricing and the niche. Okay, so the field service module is specifically for technical services company. Let's say, even to drill down, it will be pest control companies, cleaning companies, maid companies, or any HVAC companies. So that's certainly targeted. And the CRM, we are trying to sell for small businesses who want better solution, like who want document creation, for example, accounting firms who want to create proposals and agreements. So we have that feature with us, which Zoho doesn't cover, with Odoo doesn't cover. Our document generation is very user friendly, and our users kind of love it. So we are focusing that kind of customers as well. And the
Right.
pricing, yeah, and the pricing is, I don't know if you're familiar with dirhams, but it's for a CRM, a single user, it's 48 AED. It will be somewhere around, how much the calculations?
Can you repeat that? Like 40 bucks a month? Is that what you said?
48 AED in dollars, it's $30.
Okay. 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 $30 per month per user, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Got it.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
you
first.
mentioned UX. The UX looks cool, right? Like maybe we can share my screen with the audience here. You have an AI aspect also, which is quite interesting. Why don't you double down on that? Like, hey, you could chat with all your data, right? Is that the angle you'd like to go after this year?
Exactly, exactly. So I'll tell you something. The basic idea for us was AI powered CRM. like not just building CRM or field service, everything is AI powered, and we'll just give this enterprise solution for small businesses. So when we were starting, these kind of AI boom was not there. See this, within 1 year everything has changed dramatically, right? So the idea is to build a basic version of all modules, for example a CRM, project management, field service, then power everything up with AI. Our next version 2 of Heffl is to add an AI wave. Like for example, like you mentioned, everything there is the data, we can chat with them, and we can enrich data. For example, lead generation can be done. So many things. So right now in this week itself we are working on so many AI modules, so that will be version 2 of Heffl, certainly.
Right. I love that. Yeah, I could see that as an angle because I think Google is still so freaking slow to deploy AI features, right? I think that they deployed like last week AI Google Sheets feature and they're still very
Yeah.
sloppy. And that's like 2 to 3 years in the AI revolution, right? So
Mhm.
that's way too slow. Now, I want to ask you the company itself. How many clients do you have right now, and how many clients you project having by the end of this year?
So right now we have 22 clients. Like I told you, what I'm trying to learn sales. So how do I scale this one? How do I bet on cold calling? How do I do cold emailing? So these are the things I'm basically trying to leverage all the sales channels which I haven't tried yet. So the projection financially I have put is I at least 100 clients. So that's what I'm aiming for. So the means how I will practically convert 80 more clients, that I'm still figuring out, to be honest.
Right. And how does
Yeah.
a day to day in your life looks like? Because you also run Sav and Revio, I believe. Are you still
uh,
running them?
no. Actually, all we are fully focused on Heffel just right now. All others is on autopilot. We don't do nothing. Like the existing users use that one in Revio. If someone sign ups, it's all fully automated. Like we don't touch that one. So
Right.
the day to day is basically, since we have this, we are just three people working right now. So I deal with sales. So what I do is I try to focus on my day 50% on sales, other 50% on existing clients requirements. So we get some requirements from existing clients, and we have some operational stuff like very silly things, but to pay the rent, to live in Dubai, it's another thing. So I have to deal with something. So I'll channel my time for that, for operations and for handling my existing clients. Then I try to focus 50% on marketing and sales, at least 20 calls a day. That's what my target right now.
And how's it been for you to build a startup in Dubai with a high burn rate and so forth, the rent and all of that in Dubai? How's it been for you?
Yeah, so it's not super fun for a bootstrap founder, I'll tell you that. I have We have a friend on board in our team who works here, who will bridge the fund. Basically, when we have a shortage, he will bridge the fund. Even it's a small amount, even it's for food, he'll help us. So in that aspect, it's what making us going forward. Like we don't have a capital with us. All the capital which I personally had is have already gone. It's already disappeared, I will say. So it's very hard here without a budget to build. But if you stick here like 2 3 years, somehow you stick here and you build your product, the network itself will give you uh, what to sustain. So it's really about patience and resilience here.
And how do you manage that mentally when it's crunch times and you're unsure if you should still be building that startup?
Yeah, it's hard. It's mainly hard because I want to align my team members, because when I'm doing sales, they don't know what's happening, whether we have a good signs with good opportunity for this month. So if one bad month come, I need to align my team members. Okay, we are going to reach the uh, we are going to achieve all our goals, and so I have to align my team members and myself. So I there is no option for me to let it down for more than a week. At least more than a week, I can't let down, and I can't go off the hooks. I have to stay active. So I'll combine something. For example, I'll run I'll go to gym. So that way I'm focused, and it's just all mental practices and mental models what I try to do. I try to look the data. I try to watch some inspirational videos. All the sort of that stuff anyone would do. But alhamdulillah, thank God, so far we could sustain this far.
Right, and you're tinkering a lot with ChatGPT and AI nowadays. What are your most fun or productive AI stacks that you're using nowadays to bring more clients and to grow your business?
Yeah, in the developing aspect, I'll say my co-founder, my team, basically my brother also is working with us. He's also a developer, so we are leveraging AI so hard that our development fully. We recently launched a VAT calculator, UAE VAT calculator, just wipe coded within 13 minutes, and we launched that one. We had some traction for that one. So we highly bet on AI for developing. And for marketing, let's say all the copies in the landing page and whatever I put out on internet, it's my first draft, but it's polished, and I get this confident to post some things because of AI. So what I do is I use ChatGPT, Claude. I used to use Claude, but recently I again switched back to ChatGPT because their new model is so good. So I generate images on ChatGPT for all the assets. Recently, I started generating posters on that one. That's a huge feature they have shipped. With the text, they have fixed all the text thing, right? So what I try to do is I try to educate my audience and my clients how to use AI, so that I'm trying to build a community around field service. And I recently just started a WhatsApp channel so that I can share all the wisdom that I have, how to make these things efficient for them. So all the contents I put out on internet, it's AI. All the plans, strategies I build, it's AI. So I don't know how to do sales. And in the recent times, there is no idea I will have access to someone, Fortune 500 company CEO or anyone or any VP of sales. But now I could see how a VP of sales will act on a day to day, and I'll ask a ChatGPT to give me a day to day plan to achieve this goal. So it's basically everything I rely on AI. Yeah, that's true.
Right, and you finished your first half marathon this year. Why did you do that, and how was it for you?
So actually, last year I started running, and there is this thing about me. I'm very competitive. Like if I commit to something, I want to finish it. So that's why there are certain times I don't compete with my co-founders or anyone, because it will get too much into my head. I want to beat them or something like that. So I started running, and then there is no going back. I bought a Coros watch. I bought I was overpronating, so I bought new shoes. So I was like a professional runner, and I would train 4 times a week. And it was really hot here, and that was bad for me. Like the weather in here in Dubai, it's very horrible in the summer. So I couldn't practice as much. But I saw the post where I have written that I would love to run an half marathon this year. And it was last month, December. And I searched for the events here, and I saw there is a half marathon race happening here. So I just registered without any like proper plan for running half marathon, and I ran, and I finished on my best time, like 2.5 hours. I never ran an half marathon. It was three hours and 20 minutes and all, but I ran, and it's finished. That was great feeling for me. Yeah.
I still remember my first half as well. I was with my wife in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and I signed up for it. I went to the gym the next day and I started running on the treadmill. And then I was like,
Uh-huh.
holy shit, it's been 15 minutes and I've only done like, I think, 7 or 8 or 9 kilometers or more like 7, right? It was like, holy shit, this is going
Yeah.
to be very difficult. It's going to be not like I thought it was because think our personal best when we just run for fun is like 5 or 10K, but 21K is a pretty big accomplishment, especially in Dubai where it's very hot. I see you're talking about your competitiveness, and one thing we share. I'm not sure if you play, but I certainly know that you watch chess a lot. Why are you
Uh-huh.
fascinated with that game?
Yeah, actually, it was back in the COVID days, and when we used to be stuck, one of my friend came to me and asked me to play chess like, with him. So I have this memory where I play chess with my grandfather when I was very small. And funny thing, I failed with him within 6 or 7 moves. So that got into my head, and I went back to my home and I started searching about chess in YouTube. And suddenly, all the content I consume is about chess. So after a week, I challenged him again, and I kind of win that match. Obviously, because I know the openings, some of the openings, and I won the match. But it didn't stop there, and then there was a Queen's Gambit series. I watched that, and again I just loved that game of chess again, watching that series. From there onwards, it was all happy. Like I watched Hikaru stream, and I was addicted to his streams. Then I watched all the Indian players racing, and then I almost follow all the chess tournaments, even the small tournaments. Even right now, there is a title Tuesday. Every Tuesday it is played. I still follow that matches. So chess is kind of very addicting, and at this point I'm trying to avoid chess because the consumption is uh, very addicted. And but I must say I'm not a good chess player. I am very afraid to play that game because I am afraid of losing. In my chess.com account also, I only played 100 games so far, competitive games. I play to the bot, but to play a real human being, I'm afraid because I'm afraid of losing. Yeah, that's one problem I'm trying to fix right now.
The problem or solution, I think the most and best founders out there are obsessed with winning, not even with money, right? So I think winning is an obsession with winning is perfect. It's just how you handle defeat, right?
Yeah,
Some people take it way too hard on them, and think you need to have it hard on yourself, but not to some point in which it will hit diminishing returns and you're gonna just like torture yourself uselessly, right?
exactly. I
So,
agree.
Hadi, where can we find out more about you?
More about me, I am active on LinkedIn, not on Instagram or any other social platforms. I am active on LinkedIn. I share my personal stuff, work stuff, everything there. And in the coming year, I am trying to be active on all social medias, like create video contents like what you are doing. I really admire what you are doing. I look to you and all your podcasts, and the hustle is here, man. You will get where you want to get. Like the hustle is real. I really admire someone who is hustling to reach their goals. So yeah, that's my plan.
All right. So that was Hadi and Charles for